Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's me again here, Aryan, coming to you live from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. It's January 28th, 2025, and we're at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. here in Windsor. Tonight, I do have a very interesting topic, but still it's all about myself because I've mentioned in my previous go lives, I did a list, and this is a part of the go live series wherein I'm trying to give you an idea of who I really am, because I wanted you to know that I'm not a bot here. I'm not an AI video. Okay, I'm not an AI generated video. I am real and I'm an authentic person. So if this is the first time that you are seeing me, I'm Ariane, and I am a Filipina immigrant living here in Windsor with my husband and two kids. I was a former SAP programmer, a software engineer back home in the Philippines for 12 years. I was raised in Bulacan, Philippines, and I've lived in around the Parañaque area, Muntinlupa City, for several years before we moved here in Canada in 2022. So I started here as a student, and I've juggled multiple jobs. And even then, we were still struggling. Of course, we had to adjust to the Canadian culture. And yeah, I started to look for something that I can do in my extra or spare, like 2 to 3 hours at night before I sleep. And nothing seems to have worked when I looked for extra or side hustles online. But not until I found this online business. So in my online business, I help ambitious, hardworking career parents like me make money online so that they can have more time with their family. So I'm not sure if you can hear the noise, because if you can hear it, just ignore it, because everybody's here at home on a Tuesday night, and the kids doesn't have their taekwondo training on Tuesdays, so they're outside in the living room, watching watching something on YouTube. I don't know. So yeah. So our going back, so our topic for tonight is, hold on, I wasn't able to update this. So, yeah. So, our topic for tonight is how this business transformed my life in ways that I didn't really expect. So, I just wanted to ask you first. You know how sometimes when we start something, hoping for, having a little extra, earning a little extra income, but it actually ends up, changing your life. And I wanted you to know that that's what's happened to me when I found this online business and when I became a digital business owner. So if you've been following me, if you have been watching my previous go lives, in the past few days, again, I have mentioned there that I've had struggles back when I was in the corporate world, right? Back in the Philippines, when I was a programmer, when I was a software engineer, and most, a big part of that was being a burnt out mom, because apart from, of course, the day job that I have to juggle, work or career life, and the household, keeping up the household, right? So that was my biggest struggle back then. And also not having enough time with my kids ever since I started working. So that was my biggest struggle. But um so ever since then, I was actually looking for something that I can do from home, because I don't want to sacrifice the earning as well. Like, I don't want to stop, working and not earn money for the family. So that's the reason why I also continued working in the corporate world. And 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 yeah, even then I searched for side hustles. I searched for something. I actually did sell, a couple of things from from some suppliers, sold them in the internet. So I did that as well. But it's not it didn't build, of course, as you can see right now, it didn't build the freedom that I really wanted. So it was good that I was able to try it, that I was able to learn from those, but it it didn't give me the 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 benefits that I've expected from it, right? And now that I found this online business, this digital business, I kind of um I didn't really have big expectations, because in the beginning when I found it, I was only looking for earning extra in my spare time. Like, as I've mentioned before, I only have like around 2 to 3 hours in a day. I was thinking that I can still maybe work something online and earn from that 2 to 3 hours even before I go to sleep. And that was my expectation, like maybe a couple $100, maybe 100, $200, something like that, because I also did that before. I have accepted like different online tasks, writing reviews for businesses, uploading like photos, or you know um, like very specific photos that clients would want to have or to use for their own creatives, something like that. And like also I've accepted one that's kind of a data entry task as well. So I also did that and I got paid for it. And but again, it wasn't really very consistent. So I had to stop it as well. And and it those were the benefits that I got wasn't really a par with my expectations. And so when I found this online business, and I was just expecting like, several $100 in in a day, or maybe in a week, or in a month, just so we could have this like allowance or a wiggle room, after all the budget have been used up for all the bills, all the expenses in a month. And I was blown away. I was blown away by what I found inside of this online business, of this community. And ever since then, because I don't want to look into other businesses anymore. I want to focus on this one. And that's very unlikely of me, by the way, because I also have had other business before I found this, before I flew here in Canada. And it's not because I didn't like that business. I quit the business because I didn't think that it will be sustainable for me. So I knew that also the stakes are high, because the team is operating from the Philippines, and I cannot sacrifice the sleep. I cannot sacrifice my sleep. And so um, that's how I really like let go of that, even though I wanted it. Like, I really liked it. It's not that bad, not that bad of a business if you really have the dedication, the hard work. If you really like what you're doing, because it's also kind of others' passions. But but it wasn't, I don't think that it's sustainable for me. And so I told my mentor that I have to let go of that business and shift into a new one. And so this is where I found this online business. And when I was starting, actually, I didn't really expect that it will give me so much growth. That was the biggest. The first one actually was mindset shift. Mindset shift. Although I did before in the previous business, I did it, but I guess it has just come into a certain level of shift, I guess, because I still felt stuck at some point, you know. But here, it was really, I don't know what's in here that really made my mindset shift. But I guess it's because our head coaches, they're really faithful people. They are really very um, uh, God fearing people, and they operate this with honesty and integrity. And I really loved how they're running this group, this community. So that's one. That's how I really got my mindset shift. And when I first dipped my toe into it, the very first video in our training site back then was from um, Tony Robbins. And during that time, Tony Robbins is big for me because he's also one of the like indirect mentors that I listen to. His Netflix movie, the documentary from Netflix. I loved it very much because it has opened a lot of like different views, I guess, for me. And um and I knew that, every time that Tony Robbins is playing, I can see it or I can hear it, it will change something in me. It will motivate me. And so that is when I first had my mindset shift, when I dipped my toes into this online business. And I really loved the feeling that I got from that. So, you know, it's easy for people to just, okay, let's just stay here, let's just stay where we are because we're comfortable here, because we're okay, we are getting by. But I don't know, I'm different. I can see that there's something much bigger than what I have now, and that I'm also worth it. You know, this is kind of the I guess the mindset shift that I had was, this is something that's really worth the sacrifice, the the work that you're gonna put in here, because it's not like the one that I had when I was working in the corporate industry. So that's the first and the biggest mindset shift that I had. And I knew that whatever will happen to me, as long as I'm here, as long as I'm involved in the community, I'm going to get bigger and bigger each step of the way. So that's how I felt. That's the first one, mindset shift. And then what other things changed? um, oh, if it's not yet obvious to you guys, especially if you've known me for many years, the confidence, like that was really huge because I'm not really a very outspoken person. Excuse me. I don't really talk in public or in camera like this. Um, Even if I'm in a Zoom meeting, my heart's already pounding if they call my name. So I'm that kind of person. I don't really speak that much. And when I'm speaking, my voice is shaking. I don't know when am I gonna be able to control that. But right now I'm not, right? I guess it's just growing growing in me day after day while I'm doing these go lives. But when I am in a meeting and when I am with people, I don't know, when they call my name and I have to talk, my voice is shaking and my heart is pounding and I'm really very nervous. I don't know how to express myself. So that's who I am, at least up until now. But I'm trying to change that. And that was one of the biggest things that changed in me ever since, because even in my previous business, I also tried presenting, the PowerPoint presentations to potential clients, but then I don't know how to really like put it into words, or I still get mental blocks, things like that. So now I guess I'm getting more and more comfortable, talking like this in front of a camera, even if I'm like, is this a monologue? Even if I'm like just speaking to myself here. But I know that, I'm aware that people are watching. And if you're watching this replay or live right now, I really appreciate you. Thank you for your support. So, yeah, the confidence, I was able to like step out of my comfort zone and really try and practice, because that's the most important part. I get to practice it even if I'm not really good at it at first. I'm if even if I still feel that nervousness, at least now I can manage or handle it. So yeah, so that's also huge for me. It's big for me. And until now, I'm studying how I'm going to overcome all those fears so that I can really talk to people publicly. So that's what I'm doing. I'm so proud of myself for that. So, yeah. So, the mindset shift, the confidence, oh, personal growth. Personal growth is one of the biggest as well, because it's not just Bob Proctor, not just Tony Robbins, not just those people who have contributed in The Secret or The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, right? It's not just people from or coaches from personal growth. It's also, enriching myself with the stories, success stories of the people from our community. Because if you can hear them every week, or actually almost every day, if you can hear and see and read from these people who've been successful in the online business, it's it's a unique learning, uh what do you call this, learning source, I guess. It's a very unique learning source, because um each of us as humans, we experience different situations, and we handle them differently as well, depending on our personality, depending on our own human design, things like that. Others would depend on, the astrology. Oh, by the way, happy Chinese New Year, everybody. So yeah, so we are handling different situations, different problems, how we are going to, have a solution for it. And you learn from that. Like, you don't even if sometimes you ignore it, because you know that you've sometimes a topic becomes really kind of boring to you, because it's been shown to you over and over and over again. But the truth is, you really learn from these people. Like, um you know just one word that would strike you in that perfect moment. That's when you know that you learn from these people. So that's how my personal growth journey is going right now. It's not just, listening to these popular, famous personal growth mentors, or speakers, if I must say, but even just ordinary people from our online business community who have achieved, real results and success in this online business. They're really very inspiring, and you will really get motivated to do the work that you have to do, because you know that everything that you want in life is actually achievable. So that's one. That's another one. So mindset shift, the confidence, the personal growth, what else? Oh, the I guess the this will be Fourth, the fourth, I have another one for later, but yeah, the fourth one will be new connections, because I don't really mingle with a lot of people before. Before, I don't really see them as network or connections, because I'm too shy to approach them. So now I've learned that every person that comes in you, or to you, in your life, that comes in your life, those are people that God is putting there for you, for you. Okay. So that everything will go into its proper place, and so that you can experience, the situation fully. So whoever God puts in there in your life, make the most out of it, because that's also an opportunity. So new connections, because I've now, um I have met a lot of people here in this online business community who are really very, I don't know, really very inspiring, motivating. And if you are really into, like, as I said, personal growth, inspiration, motivation, self development, self help, you should be with like minded people. And I guess I've found my community here. So I found the right community for me. So I hope you can find yours too, because it's different kind of feeling when you are connected, when you have a network that has your back, you know. Yeah, so that's it. Another one. So that's the fourth one, new connections. And the last one is, when you find something that gives you peace, something that gives you peace. Because when we are in survival mode, when we are just um working, when we're focused on our careers, when we're just working, focused on the earnings, focused on the money, um I don't feel that it's that you are, or we are at peace. I mean, I personally, I don't feel that I'm at peace, because I'm always in survival mode. I'm always in a panic mode, you know. Like, I always ask myself, what am I gonna do now? I don't have an extra, or I don't have the money for this. After all the budget, after spending all of the pay that I get, say bi-weekly, once it's all utilized, all used up, I'm in a constant state of panic and anxiety, asking, oh my god, there's a what you call this, there's something in school cash online, the kids would have to buy or pay for this thing, and I don't have the money to spend for that. I didn't have the budget for that. So, things like that. When you are in constant state of panic or anxiety, it's you're not at peace, right? So I don't want to live in that constant worry anymore. And that is why I really love sticking into this online business and online business community, because it gives me that sense of security as well. So that sense of security, of course, has an impact on my family, because apart from, my kids seeing me working on an online business, being for them every time that they need me, being present for them, but still working on something, and working for something, for goals, for our family goals. That's already big for me, because they know that if they also work something out for their own dreams, their own goals, they know who to ask. They have a pattern that they see, that they saw from me, right? And not just that, we become more excited about life and what is possible. And that is the ultimate goal. Like, how can you live your life to the fullest? Um, how can you live your life to the fullest once you're, in there? How do you really feel that sense of security, that sense of being at peace? You know, the thing is, Money is a huge part of it, like literally, because money is a tool, as we all know, right? And um, a lot of a lot of the activities, a lot of the things that we want to do in life really entails money. And so I know, because I've seen from a lot of people inside the community that they're already having success in the business. Again, thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars earned in a month, in a year. I know that it's possible for me and my family too. And that's what I'm focusing on right now. And that's why I'm doing this. So if you have questions for me about the business, if you think that you can resonate well in my story, if you watch, if you watched the previous go lives and have resonated in my story, my struggles as well, if you're currently feeling stuck in your job, if you've ever wondered, is that all there is? Or if you have even asked, you know, if you can do something more to earn more so that your family can have a better life, then I will tell you, and trust me, there is more out there. There's more out there. And the only thing that you have to become, in yourself, is that you have to be willing to explore it. You have to set aside the fear or process that fear, actually, and you have to be willing to explore it, because that is the only way that you can see what is happening here, what's this online business is about. So there you have it. Hi, Kuya Gilbert. Thank you for watching. Hello, hello. And so, yeah, again, if you are interested to check out our online business, our digital business, and maybe that can also be a game changer for you, maybe a life changing opportunity for you, just register in my website below with your full name and email address, and I will send you the next steps so that you can start, your own online business as well. Or maybe you can start your own journey. Or if you are still not convinced that if this is real, just comment down your comments, your comment down your questions, or message me your questions, and I'll be happy to assist you. To Let's address that fear, let's address that skepticism, because yes, that's valid. I was also scared before. Those are all valid, but you will never really see the beauty of this online business and community if you don't explore it, if you don't really have that, if you don't get to have a deep dive into what this really is about. So yeah, daldal ko na, ano ba yan? Sabi ko na nasabi, hiningal na ako. Anyway, I hope that you got some value from that. So again, this is how this business has transformed my life in different ways that I didn't expect. So again, the mindset shift, the personal growth, the confidence. I've met a lot of people, new connections, new network, and of course, the security for my family, the impact on my family. So, yep, that's it. That's it from me. And thank you so much for watching this live or replay. Thank you. Thank you for your support. And if you have questions, just message me. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to bite. Again, thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye.